So guys, I'm here today with these two guys. So we've got Toby and Will.
Absolutely.
I got the names right because I always forget the names. I should remember Toby because he's been messaging me that much. We've been trying to do this for a long time, haven't we?
Yes.
So it's getting the time to do it. So these guys have got a podcast. So they go 2P's podcast. Is that correct?
Yes. Absolutely.
Yeah. They interview lots of different people. So just a few people. Did you say?
Just like regular people. I think we've done about sort of 35 episodes now.
Wow. So it's on YouTube. So check these guys out on YouTube. So they're actually interviewing me today. So we're going to film it all and we're going to put it out there and then see what you think. Right. Come on, guys. Fire away.
Right.
I tell you what, it's good in here as well. It's like a little man cave in here as well. This is the little studio they've actually got. So you might have actually seen some of these guys' videos before as well. But they're trying to get as many people on as they can as well. So John, Marshall, so they're trying to get you on, John. So I'm going to have a chat with you about it because these guys are amazing, and you might even get some free food as well where Toby works. I know you like, and a few beers.
Well, thank you. Right, Albert.
Yeah.
Hello and welcome to the 2P's Inner Podcast. My name is Toby. I'm joined by Will.
Again.
And today is a very special episode because we are joined by NeilR Greatest Adventures.
How are we doing, everybody?
He is our biggest guest. Very excited.
Weight-wise?
Not even close. He's our biggest guest. We're very excited for this one. We've even got cue cards prepared for this one as well, which is a unique one. And yeah, so we'll just sort of.
I hope these cue cards aren't anything, that secrets coming out.
Well, we won't like.
I haven't got no secrets.
Deep into your YouTube.
No, you're
history.
fine. You can ask me anything.
So, well, the first question is just to tell us a little bit about yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just in case, I'm sure that people do know who you are.
Yeah.
Just in case there's anybody out there that don't.
Right, well, I'm NeilR's Greatest Adventures, a YouTuber and do lots of social media stuff as well. So what I do from anything from like funfair rides to meal reviews to hotel reviews, seaside resort views. And if anybody out there wants me to do anything, I'm there for them. I'll go and do it, yeah? I'll look into it first, though.
Yeah,
of
course.
You never know where people might want me to go. So, but yeah, that's what I am. So I've been doing it now for around 3 years. I have had a YouTube channel like what I did like 10 years ago, but nothing on it.
Yeah.
So it's only like the last 3 years I've really got into it. So yeah, that's me, NeilR.
Perfect.
Yeah. So we've got sort of questions towards the whole YouTube side of things and doing it.
Yeah.
So what sort of got you into making videos?
It was a bit of a joke, really. We used to actually go to work because I still actually work. I work for Siemens Energy in Lincoln.
Oh.
Yeah, so I've got a full-time job as well. That's why I look so old, you see. I'm only 25, really. But so in the mornings we used to have a break and we used to talk about the YouTube channels, what we used to watch the night before. And my friend Justin and Craig said, you need to do it, Neil. You're really good at it. I said, no chance. I haven't got a clue. I don't know how to film. I don't know how to edit. I haven't got a clue. But I can talk. Because I'm an old DJ and I talk to everybody. I'm a friendly person. I'm always out there. They said, you need to do it. So, jokingly, I did it on the beach at Winthorpe and messing about. And I showed him it the next day and he says, you need to do it. So it all went from there.
So it was like just giving it a go.
Yeah, the first one was a paddleboard video.
Yeah?
Yeah. So I bought a paddleboard from Lidl.
Oh.
And I fell off it a few times.
I'm
So
sure that made it more entertaining.
Yeah, just went from there. So yeah, and I've had to learn everything though. I've had to learn how to edit, to do every single thing. Even like paying taxes and doing your books and stuff like that. Because you have to do that.
Yeah.
If you want to earn money on YouTube, you have to pay your taxes. So else you won't get paid.
I was going to ask, do you have any help doing the videos or is it all just you?
Sometimes I do have help. My wife does help me a lot. She's got into it a little bit more now. I did used to have my niece. She used to come along with me and help me as well. But it's mainly myself. I mean, most of my cameras I've got as well, they've got follow mode on them. So my wife used to say, "Who you got with you?" And I said, "I'm on my own because I've got follow mode on the camera." So yeah, the good stuff.
That's pretty handy then, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So, what's your biggest struggle making the videos, do you think?
Getting time to edit.
Yes.
That's the only downside, editing. When I'm at work, if it was a full-time job, it'd be brilliant. I'd get up in the morning, do me editing, then go out and do some video.
Yeah.
But because I do spend a lot of time editing, because I like to get it looking right, I try my best to get it looking right. Anyway, like some people just rush it and get it out as fast as they can, and you can see like the mistakes and, you know, things don't look right. I always like to make it look good.
Of course, yeah.
You know, even if I'm not doing it good, but I try to do it as best as I can. So I do put a lot of effort into it. I can spend up to 6 to 10 hours editing a video sometimes, or sometimes it might only take me 2 hours. It just depends on what it is. If I've got, like, you've got multiple cameras up at the moment, if I've got multiple cameras up and I've got to put them all together, it takes forever, doesn't it? It takes forever. So yeah,
and it's like a little bit of taking pride in your work, sort of thing.
That's it.
If
Yeah,
you want to put it out there.
Because I'm not really knowledgeable enough on like editing. I mean, I've been doing it now for 3 years, but there's still a lot to learn. I've never been to university, college, or anything like that to do editing. So there's still things that I'm still learning now how to, you know, edit the best way. So there must be a quicker way. I don't know. When AI kicks in, hopefully it'll do it all for me. Because all my descriptions and my thumbnails, I do AI mainly now. But that doesn't get it exactly right. Sometimes I have to like put it into Canva and make it look like it does look like me and not look like Herman Munster. Because it does do sometimes. So yeah.
Oh, and do you see you doing YouTube for the foreseeable future?
I'd love to. It's got to take off though, and it's got to be profitable. Because at the moment, I was going to try and do it. You've got to get 3 videos out a week probably to be 3 or 4 to go full time. It's a lot of work, and you do put your family to one side. And I've got a big family. I've got my wife, I've got my daughters, and I've got my grandchildren. And you forget about them. You're concentrating on trying to build your business up, and you forget about your family. So I did step back a little bit at Christmas. I nearly packed in at Christmas. I was going to pack in because I wasn't spending enough time with my family, because I was at work and I was doing the YouTube.
Travelling around.
Yeah, but now we've compromised. I'm not putting so many videos out, but if it does spiral with the few videos I'm putting out, hopefully it will go full time, and I'd love to do that and travel. My aim is to travel the world. So
and review
with my
different
wife,
places.
restaurants.
That's really a good idea.
When I do go away on holiday, we do like I did Salou, I do Santa Ponza in Mallorca, all places like that, Tenerife. And I just love it. And like people, I get loads of people involved, talking to everybody and that. So I love it. Love it.
So obviously, like with the growth and like making it viable thing, when I started messaging you was when it was sort of, I think it was before the new year.
Yeah.
You were on 13,000 subscribers.
Yeah.
You're now at like over 20k.
Yeah, it's 20,300 and something.
That's,
I think. Yeah.
That's quite an impressive
a
growth.
massive leap with a video, a van parade at Christmas. It just went viral for some reason. I had 30,000 views on it or something like that, and was it 4,000 or something subscribers through it? It just went crazy. But what I do when I advertise my videos going out, I'll send them around the world. I'll join like Facebook pages in Germany and France and America, and they all watch it. My main people now is India. People all watch me from India, and then it's Canada, and they message me from India and Canada. And I even had a message the other week from Japan.
Yeah,
it's crazy, isn't it? How it gets out there, and I love it. I love hearing where they come from.
Yeah.
So it's brilliant that chat to me from all over the world. You know, really, really good.
So is that your main source of marketing, sending it off to different groups?
Yeah. You just everybody does it. All the YouTubers actually do it to get. You know, I don't know about the big ones, but you do see their videos being advertised in different places.
Yeah.
But that is a recommendation to do. Send it worldwide. Don't just send it in this country, because people all over the world are interested. They might not put it on their page, or they might put it on. It's just a bit of luck you take at the time. Just try and see what they do. Yeah, take the chance, and they do sometimes. So there's like a lot of them like travel around the world and stuff like that. Facebook pages, and a lot of them put my videos on now. So which is really good, and they have got like 100,000 subscribers. And that's what you want.
Yeah.
So they actually click on your video. So
that leads into the next question: is what advice would you give to other YouTubers? I mean, not necessarily doing reviewing.
Yeah.
But also, what advice would you give to people who are looking to go into reviews?
Yeah. Well, really, just be yourself. Don't be shy. Make sure you're talking. Because people don't want to see videos nowadays with just walking around and nobody like in the view. You got to explain things, haven't you? And
Yeah.
I like to get people involved. No, don't just do it for yourself, not just videoing yourself all the time. Get people involved and make it interesting. Which I hope that's what I'm actually doing sometimes. I don't know. I might not be. I mean, some might be, some not. But you've got to make it interesting, haven't you?
Yeah, of course.
And not rush into things. And like, if you are making mistakes, saying the wrong things, you can edit it out. Learn how to do the editing properly, and just take it out in the editing. So, because I know a lot of people like do struggle, but they do rush. They rush to get the videos out, or they'll get to like the theme park and rush to get the cameras out and not set them up properly. And I've heard a few mistakes, that people have made just lately, and you can hear other people talking in the background and other vloggers and stuff like that, and it's only we've just got to listen back what they're actually doing and not rush into anything. So, and yeah, that's what
I'm guessing that's coming from a place of experience.
Yeah, because I've done it. I've been there, done it. Yeah, I've done it, and I've even done a video and I've had no sound. I think, oh God, I've wasted all this time and I've got no sound. So you've got to check what you're actually doing. Not just jump in there and go for it.
Well, we could definitely relate to that. We've had
we were filming podcasts without mics that work for a while.
Yeah, I've had it before, and I've had like noises, loud music behind you as well. Stay away from the loud music.
Yeah.
Because if you monetize, you won't be able to you can put the video out, but you won't have any earnings on it. So you'll hear a little bit. I think is it 20 seconds or something like that. You're allowed to have a little bit of music, but I buy my music, so I use Epidemic Sound for my music.
Oh right.
So I subscribe to that, and I just use their music. I don't have any problems whatsoever. But in the early days, I didn't even know about that. So then I was getting copyrighted all the time.
Yeah.
And I thought, what am I going to go? How am I going to get away from this? But there is free, subscriptions where you can actually get it all for free, the music and that. But it's not so good, I don't think. Epidemic Sound, you can actually put your video to them, upload it to them, and they put the music to the video.
Oh, they do it for you?
Yeah, it automatically does it. It's really good. Sometimes you think, oh no, that's a bit rubbish and that, but I like to use like soft house music.
Yeah,
yeah. It's because it's got like a bit of it's joyful and you know what I mean. Sometimes I'll use. It depends on where it is. Sometimes I'll use something a bit quirky. If I'm like in an old place or something like that, it'll be like a bit of old timey music or whatever.
Yeah.
But mainly for like Funfair rides and Raskeggy and stuff like that, I'll do something modern that's like stands out. But people used to say it was too loud as well. So I had to turn it right down, the sound, and that was a learning curve as well. My music was too loud, so it was like, oh, but good stuff.
Well, that's what it is. It's all a big learning curve, trying to figure out your footing, and then eventually when you got it, you get it, and then you just keep going. That's how you've become so successful.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you just keep at it as well. I got 25 subscribers. I thought, oh my god, I'm getting subscribers here. You know, I couldn't believe this. And then you get 100, and then you get 200, and then it probably goes a little bit quiet. But then all of a sudden it starts to go up again. And it just takes that one little video just to get there. You know, to get out there and get your subscribers up and your viewing time as well.
Yeah.
So. But yeah.
So obviously talking about you getting out there, you recently did one of the most out there things and went on the radio. So
I've been on the radio
twice.
twice.
Twice?
Yeah, I've been on Radio Lincolnshire, BBC Radio Lincolnshire. That was with Sean Dunderdale.
Yeah.
And I've also been on Magna Radio with John Marshall. Sean, it was only for about probably 15 minutes. But it was a good experience.
Yeah,
of course. Yeah.
Great meeting all the crew as well, because we did, you know, we had a chat with everybody and that. And then also John's with the new radio station, Magna Radio, which is a really good radio station.
Yeah.
Playing some really good music, and we had a right laugh. We did more talking than we was on air.
Yeah.
So, but we're like that anyway. We always have a laugh with John and stuff. And I did do a charity event with him a couple of years ago at Bottom's Fun Fair for a little lad. They did like a charity thing for him. So John's actually on my video there, and he kept saying, "When we're going to do a video together, Neil? When are we going to do it?" I said, "Well, I'll get you on. Don't worry." So. He got me on first anyway, but he's been trying to do a little bit of podcasting and a bit of YouTubing as well. This year we're going to get together and we're going to do something together.
Yeah.
So, and hopefully BBC Radio Lincolnshire might be coming along as well, doing something with us as well. It's getting the time. It's getting the time. It's just, my years just fly by. You won't believe it how quick the year goes. It's just crazy. Time it needs. I need more time. I need to slow it down a little bit.
So what you're saying basically is John Marshall is probably your biggest fan.
Oh, I don't know about John.
John Marshall.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. I've got some massive subscribers that watch everything I do. As soon as I put a video out, they've watched it straight away, and they'll message me straight away. So yeah, there's quite a lot of people do that. It's too many to mention.
How does that make you feel?
It makes me feel really good. I love it. I love to know, because I like people's criticisms as well.
Yes.
So if I'm not doing something right, I need to know. I need to know, you know, if something's not looking right or, you know, it's not interesting. I like people to tell me. You know,
feedback.
And I'll never be like, oh no, I will listen to what anybody says. It's when I get like feedback on the messages. Oh, that was boring, or blah blah blah. You know, I take it on board. Yeah. I do take it on board, and then I ask other people's opinions. What do you think about that? Because people have different opinions, don't they, all the time?
Oh, God,
some people like it, some people don't. But yeah, it's difficult because all ages as well watch my videos.
Yes.
So, you know, I'm trying to entertain the younger ones, which I do with all the fun fair rides and stuff like that, and I get the younger ones involved as well. And then like the older ones as well, like they like me to like walk around Skegness and show them Skegness, because a lot of them can't come to Skegness anymore, or Mablethorpe or something, I'd say, because they might be too old, or you know, they just, you know, but they love to see what's actually happening, because they've been coming all those years. And they like to see new things happening and stuff like that, what's going off. So I love to do that as well. And then they message me, oh, it was great to see how Skegness is changing. Oh, it never used to be like that. Oh, blah, blah, blah. You know, oh, that shop, I've been in that shop for years and years, and now it's closing down. It's lovely to hear.
Yeah.
So, you know.
So you sort of provide that experience that they probably can't do anymore.
Yeah.
That's quite sweet.
Yeah.
So going back to your like old days in YouTube, so we were looking through your channel. You did sort of like ghost hunting, videos. How was that?
Wow, I do believe in ghosts.
Yes,
and I have seen ghosts before.
Yep.
I have seen some really strange things what I haven't got on camera, which happened afterwards. We found out things. It's always when you've got the camera switched off, something happens. Though.
Yeah.
It's crazy. I did do a little bit of a messing about on some of the videos, but mainly there was a lot of them was actually real.
Yeah.
So the Church Farm Museum, that was all real. Everything what happened there was true. We didn't set anything up whatsoever. We was going to, but we couldn't get it to work. But things just happened. Even the day we went in, I went in to film in the daylight to get some footage of like for the thumbnail or whatever, and things happened there.
Yeah.
So when we first got there, because I'm friends with the old mayor Adrian, Adrian Finlay, who is now Reform. So I'll get out Adrian, So Adrian's Reform, Skegness. So I actually met him when he was mayor, because I did a lot with the mayor, at Church Farm Museum. I didn't know he was actually turning up. And I said, what are you doing here then? He says, oh, I need to talk to you, Neil. Let's play a trick on the girls. I says, yeah, no problem, I'm up for it. So me and Adi went in to the farmhouse, and there was a rocking chair in the kitchen. And he says, what I'm going to do is get a piece of string, tie it round, pull the string, and the rocking chair will move. So he says, yeah, good idea. He says, I'll just nip home, I'll fetch some string. I says, right, I'll stay here, I'll do some filming. While I was there inside, I heard somebody running upstairs. Bang, 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 bang. I couldn't believe it. I said, who's up there then? Because nobody was in there. Who's up there then? Nobody. So I went upstairs. There was nobody up there at all. Nobody there. I come down, I rang him, I says, are you messing about? Have you come back yet? He says, no, I've not come back yet. I says, are you sure you're not pulling my leg, are you? He says, because somebody is running about upstairs, because it's floorboards. Bang, 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 like that. He says, no, it's not me now, honestly. Anyway, he came in and he was tying this string to the chair. I went outside to fly my drone. All of a sudden he shouts, Neil, you're not going to believe this. I said, what's the matter? So there was all Halloween stuff hanging from the ceilings and stuff. So there was 2 doorways what went into the dining room, then into the living room, and there was stuff dangling off the doors. He says somebody has just walked straight through there, and like as the head was going through, the things moved on both of them, and there was nobody there. Right, so that was one thing. I said, oh, I don't know, I really don't know. Sure, I want the wind. No, honestly. He says, I'm not a believer, and that's just happened to me. The next thing happened, we couldn't get the rocking chair to work, so we went into the living room, and we was going to tie the string to a cushion and pull it, and the cushion would flop over. We got it all set up. We was just talking, yeah, that'll do, blah, blah, blah. Next minute, there was a Halloween photo on this sideboard, and straight in front of us, it went up in the air, went across, and landed on the floor. That was in daylight.
Oh my
Before
God.
anything happened, yeah. So if you want to get yourself a Church Farm Museum, there is do ghost hunting as well.
So we used to do dabble in the ghost hunting videos. And stuff, about 3 or 4 years ago, and well, we never experienced anything like that.
We
heard like noises and stuff like that,
Yeah.
but not to that degree.
Yeah.
I'm impressed that you went back at night time.
Yeah, well, even the cat balls, you know, the little cat balls,
Yes.
they was flashing on their own. There was no way they could actually move, because inside the mud and stud hut, the cottage, it's dirt floor.
Yeah.
So it's not like it's like floorboards where you could walk on it and they would move. There was actually there, and I was saying, come on, before I go, move the cat balls, just touch them, move them, and they did. They moved, they flashed. I'm like,
Oh.
I couldn't believe it. Yeah.
I would have run out that.
As soon as I saw the painting going on, I'd be like, no, not going
Well,
back.
nothing like that bothers me. I've been ghost hunting on my own. I've been all over the place on my own, and nothing bothers me. Like, if somebody jumps out of me, makes me jump, I'm terrible then. But if I just saw something come walking across, you know, I would be worried, but I wouldn't get up and run.
Yeah.
I have had an experience years and years ago where I was driving home and something actually just floated straight in front of my car and disappeared. It was like somebody in a long coat with no legs. I'm thinking, what was that? I couldn't believe it. I got out of the car even and had a look. So my mum and dad, I was living at home with mum and dad at the time, and my dad says, what's the matter with you? You look a bit pale. I said, I think I've seen a ghost. No, you haven't. I says, honestly, Dad, I've seen a ghost. The next night, we all went into the pub, and we had a power cut in the village, little village. It was snowing, I had a power cut, so we was all drinking beer in the pub when we was younger. And there was all talking about ghost stories. I never told anybody about my ghost story. And the next door neighbour who lives next door to the pub came in and said, oh, we can tell you a good story, Sue, can't we? And he says, me and Sue was coming down from Ossington, where I saw her, coming over the bridge of the A1, and this figure just went straight in front of us. I looked round, I says, you've been talking to my dad? He says, no, I haven't seen your dad for ages. I says, that happened to me last night. He says, it happens to loads of people. Yeah, so they'd seen it as well. So I'm not there anymore.
No.
But yeah, so I won't go that way for a year,
No, I
for
was
ages.
just going to say, yeah.
Well, it's about a year I wouldn't go that way. But then I started going again. But then I went back on my own and I got braver. But yeah, nothing bothers me now. That's it. If you want to jump out of me, yeah, bring it on. But yeah.
You are the Ghostbuster then.
Oh, yeah. I wouldn't dig deep into like the evil stuff or anything like that.
Yeah.
Calling spirits with Ouija boards or anything like that. I don't. I wouldn't want it to follow me back home or anything like that, and affect the family.
Just in case it does.
Yeah, you do hear these crazy stories, don't you? I mean, you do see like usually out there, the like most haunted and
It's something for telly, isn't it?
Yeah, I actually met some of the cast, most haunted, at Kellermall near Newark. And I worked there at Kellermall, and I knew what was going off there and where things was, and I thought, no, it's not right. But I'd seen stuff at Kellermall. Me and my daughter had seen stuff at Kellermall, but they didn't want to know about any of that.
No, I wouldn't. Because they'll go with.
We've seen loads of stuff happening. I'd seen somebody out the corner of my eye stood behind me, in the courtyard. My daughter, she messaged me one night and said, Neil, the door is rattling. Like massive doors. Like, bah, 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 bah. I said, no, it's not. She said, it is, it's rattling. And I went to have a look, and it was quiet. I walked away. As soon as I walked away, started rattling. We couldn't figure out why it was making it rattle. We just didn't know. It was a massive, massive doors there, and we just didn't know why there was rattling.
Yeah.
But yeah, crazy. And then my daughter saw somebody walk. She was like where her desk was. It's a really old place, and there's like windows into where like a ballroom type thing and the bar. And she actually saw somebody with a long coat on go and stand at the bar. So she got up and there was closed. She got off her desk and she went to see him, and she went, "Excuse me," and he'd gone.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow. That's a lot more experiences than we've ever
had. I'll tell you what, we'll do something, yeah? I'll take you, I'll get all my gear out, 'cause I haven't done anything since Church Farm Museum. We'll get all the gear out and we'll do something one day, yeah?
I'm so down.
Yeah?
Very down.
So if there's anywhere around here where you want to go, the mayor and the mayoress, the old Ady and Sarah, they was on about doing it again as well. They're even going back to Church Farm Museum and doing something again. But yeah, we'll get something together, yeah?
I would be so interested in that, yeah.
As long as you don't run off.
I can't make no promises, but...
You can't run off. You've got to be brave. I'll handcuff you to me.
Then I'll drag you with me. So obviously, what was it like trying to switch from the ghost hunting content to what you do now? Because what you do now is more sort of a cheerier, upbeat, less terrifying.
Yeah, well, we actually we came to Skegness. We came in our touring caravan, and I just started doing stuff around the town, around Skegness, on the fun fairs and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And it just went from there, really. Then I went on a content creators list at Fantasy Island. on their team.
Yeah.
Now I do a lot with Bottoms Fun Fair as well. So it just went from there really. Just doing different things, just trying, dabbling in different things as well. Ghost hunting, there's loads and loads of people doing it.
Yeah.
You struggle to get the views on ghost hunting. People don't watch them. I don't think they watch them so much as they used to do.
No.
Because they are fake, a lot of them, aren't they? It's just
And
people do them in daylight as well. I can't understand why they do them in daylight. I know things do happen, like it did happen with us, but we didn't get it on camera. But going somewhere doing a full video in daylight.
Appealing.
No, it's boring, isn't it? You've got to be like in the moment.
Yeah, you have to be in the dark.
Yeah, but dark and creepy and cobwebs and yeah.
So, going to your reviewing side of stuff, when you're, say, looking at a place, do you go on Google or TripAdvisor and look at previous reviews made before you make your...
I'll look, see if somebody else has done a video on it first. Mm-hmm. Sometimes I won't. I mean, I did a hotel in Blackpool, and Walk with Tim?
Yes.
I couldn't believe it. Exactly the same room, the same stain on the chair. And I didn't know until that night. So I went, oh my God, I can't believe this. This is exactly the same room and everything. But he was probably about the same opinions on the place as well. So, but yeah, I do look at TripAdvisor to see and I sometimes do say TripAdvisor, they're saying blah blah blah. So let's go and have a look, see if this is how it is. Is it true or not? But most of the time, it's just my opinion on how it is. I won't give places a score anymore. Because people say, oh, you're giving them a 10 and they don't deserve a 10, or they're giving them a 5 they deserve a 10. So I don't anymore. My opinion is, if I'd go to it or not.
Yeah.
So a lot of the times it's my opinion, and because sometimes you can go, sometimes you can come to your restaurant and have a really good meal, and then sometimes you might have not a very good.
Yeah.
So it's how it is on that day. It's like going for fish and chips. Sometimes they're really nice, and then I do it. I'll go and get some fish and chips, not videoing it, and then I'll go another time and think, oh God, these are horrible tonight. What's going on? And that's how it is.
Yeah.
So, but people, they can't expect you to cook it exactly the same every day.
Yeah.
Not having any problems.
No.
So.
It's just sort of how your individual experiences are with it.
Yeah.
So what's been the most welcoming place to review?
The welcoming place?
Yeah, the most welcoming, happy for you to be there.
Wow. I've done a lot of videos. I don't really know. I really don't know. I mean, experience-wise, it was going up Big Ben. The fun fair ride, Big Ben, when I did the video going up the middle.
Was that in...
Skegness, yeah. That was one of the best experiences I've ever had, because there's not many people would actually do that, is they? So there's only me and Jordan from Bottoms Fun Fair actually went up there doing videos. But I don't really know. I really don't know, because there's that many out there.
You've done quite a few.
Yeah.
So has any companies ever reached out for you to come and review them?
Yeah, they do, yeah. Yeah, they do all the time. Yeah, they'll say, will you come and review my restaurant or my hotel? I have businesses sending me stuff to review for them as well. I'm actually doing a treadmill at the moment.
Yeah.
So I've done it my style. I'm just waiting for them to say, yeah, we like it, go ahead with it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like I've been sent a electric motor for my paddleboard, because they saw me doing paddleboard videos. So Boost Surf from America, it's like a motor that fits on your fin instead of your fin, and they have like a watch, and it's got the controller on it. So people see me on my paddleboard at Skegness, and I'm going, and they think, and I'm not doing anything. It's like, how's he going that fast? So but I get a lot of offers. Mainly meal reviews, really.
Yeah.
So I do say, sometimes I'll say, yes, I've been invited to come here today.
Yeah.
Or I might say to the people, do you want me to make out like I'm coming here and like you don't know that I'm coming and stuff like that?
Like they haven't asked you to. Yeah.
But you'll see when I haven't. I mean, I did one at Hunstanton, and he come up behind me and went, "You filming?" And yeah, I thought he was going to say, "Well, you're not allowed." Oh my God, you're filming! Like, so Benny, his name was. Yeah, really funny guy, Benny. So it's at Fisheries. I can't remember, Hunstanton Fisheries or something like that. Yeah, Fishers.
So when say a restaurant reaches out to you,
Yeah.
do you tell them I'm always going to be 100% honest about everything?
I will tell them if there's something wrong. If I find something wrong, I will tell them. I won't put it on camera, but sometimes you will see me go, "Ooh," you know.
Yeah, give a reaction.
But yeah, I will say something to them.
Well, that's good that you speak to them personally,
Yeah.
so they can.
If they want to talk. Some people don't want to talk. Some people's not interested.
Yeah.
They really are not
They
interested.
can't be wrong.
Yeah.
Sort of thing.
So I like try, and if I get that, I just won't say anything.
Yeah.
But a lot of the times, it's like, but I've never had any bad experiences. Really bad experiences. I've never got a plate of food and gone, "Oh God, I can't eat that." Never. It's just strange, isn't it? It's like a lot of people say, "Oh, you're saying good about everywhere you go," but I've never had anything bad. I've done a couple where it's not been too good. I'm not going to mention them.
No,
but you'll see. Just look at the videos. You'll see the videos. So yeah.
So companies can apply, businesses and
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
Can apply for
I do
you,
welcome
so.
them to come and send me a message.
So what is like your rating system? Obviously you said you used to do out of 10, but you don't now.
Yeah.
But what do you sort of look out for when you go and you're like, "Oh, it's a lovely place"? What's the sort of things that you're looking for? And
Well, first of all, it's cleanliness.
yeah,
The staff. You know, I mean, like where you were, your staff was lovely to me.
yeah,
Because we actually came late, and she managed to get us in.
yes.
Because I think is it 2:00 you finished serving?
We do,
And
yeah,
it was dead on 2:00.
yeah,
Oh, we could sort it out. You know, things like that. The presentation, the cleanliness of the place. You know, is the food going to be warm? Is there enough on the plate?
Mm.
You know, you pay for sometimes
Is
you
it
pay a lot of
worth
money
it?
for food and there's not a lot on the plate. Yeah, it's just stuff like that. The taste, is it tasty?
yeah.
You know, nice taste. Is it bland or anything like that? But yeah, you can tell. You can
Yeah.
tell straight away, can't you?
And that's what sort of you look for.
Yeah,
Yeah. So you said you haven't been to a bad place before,
yeah,
but you also mentioned about how people have like given you slack for like reviewing it. Oh, you said it's a 10.
yeah,
It's not a 10.
yeah.
Or it deserves to be more.
Yeah.
What's the most harshly taken review you've ever got? Like backlash from a review?
Oh, crikey.
Has anybody ever sort of like spat the dummy out?
Kicked you out of place, or
Oh no, never. Nothing's ever happened like that. Nothing.
Has any like the fans? Anybody been like, "Oh, you're wrong for this"? Because
They have a little bit, yeah. They've like said, "Oh, when I've been there, it's always been rubbish."
yeah,
Or, you know, and I'll say, "Well, you saw my plate. You know, did that look rubbish?"
Mm.
You know, you just get the keyboard warriors.
yeah,
That's all it is. Keyboard warriors
yeah,
who do nothing else but just want to moan at people and like they want a reaction. That's what they're doing. They're trying to get a reaction, and I love it when they do it because I do answer them back,
yeah,
and I'll answer them back politely. I'd love to say something bad back to them, but it's not worth it because all you're doing is feeding them.
yeah,
And they
Yeah,
get,
that's
they come back
exactly
more.
it.
They want more and more. They're like, "Ha ha! I got him now." You know, they're baiting you. So just laugh it off. Just laugh it off, or just ignore it. If they do say something really bad, delete it. Just delete the comments,
yeah,
or leave them on because all it's doing is making them look daft.
yeah, and
So-
making you look like the bigger person.
Yeah,
for not
yeah.
rising to
Yeah.
that level.
Yeah, I mean, my food's on the plate or the place I'm staying. I mean, people say, "Oh, well, I'm staying out, it's rubbish," but I'm showing you what it's like. So what experience they've had has been a different experience what I've had.
Yeah,
So yeah,
that's not too bad then.
no.
I would have thought that somebody from like that company would have been like,
No.
"Oh, you gave us a bad review," but
Never had that.
so that's pretty good then.
Yeah, I don't think I have anyway.
So, do you ever revisit places to see if anything's changed?
Yeah, I do. I go to all mainly go to places that I've been before, like the fish and chip shops. I'll go back.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I make friends with a lot of people that are the owners as well. So, like Darcy's at Skegness, I'm really good friends with Darcy's, and also with Scott and Julie. So Julie's got the Seaview Cafe at Mablethorpe.
Yeah.
And I'll be going to visit her again. And then the daughter Darcy, she's got a cafe down on Chippan Alley in Skegness.
Yeah.
I always go back there. And then Scott, he sells my merch in the shop.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's love Skegness souvenirs and rock.
How
does
your merch sell?
Oh, it's good. I was shocked. I was really shocked. People used to ask me, "Do you sell merch? Do you sell merch?" The merch you can buy on my YouTube channel, but it's quite expensive. Yeah. So like my mugs, like I've given these two guys some mugs.
Yes.
So like the mugs and stuff, I can get them a lot cheaper and sell them a lot cheaper. I need to set up like a website, but I haven't got a clue about selling stuff like this for my merch online.
Yeah.
I've been having quotes for some t-shirts being done as well, so hopefully they'll be in the shop soon, or I might do like a mail order, whatever.
Yeah.
Hopefully soon. But yeah, apart from that.
So pretty good then.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah, I was really shocked. I did a meet and greet last year.
Yeah.
We only said on the Saturday, let's do a meet and greet. And my wife says, "Why don't we do it tomorrow?" I went, it's too quick. Nobody's going to turn up. They said, "No, just try it." So we did it at Love Skegness Souvenirs, and we had about 100 people turn up.
Yeah,
really?
Yeah, and there was buying merch, and I was so proud of them all coming. I really appreciated all them people coming. It was brilliant. They come from all over the place. They'd seen it on the Saturday because I put like a short out. I was saying I was going to do it.
Yeah.
People had actually travelled from all over the place to come and see me that day. It's really, so I took photos. We had photos with them all and everything.
Yeah.
So I'm going to be doing that again this year as well.
Oh, that'd be really nice.
So lots of people want to meet me, but it's so difficult to meet everybody. You know, I can't do it all.
You've only got a set amount of time.
I can't just travel around meeting people. I won't get nothing done. But people, I don't think people realise how many people do actually message me. Can we meet you? Can we meet you? It's every day. I must have 10 messages saying, when can we meet you? Can we have some merch? And I feel really bad sometimes that I can't meet them. But I think they do. A lot of them do understand that. I've got a busy lifestyle, and because I do explain my lifestyle sometimes that it's mental and I'm busy. So yeah. Plus I'm decorating the house and everything as well in between doing the house up. So it's not just YouTube work; it's house as well and gardening and
For them taking the chance to come on.
Absolutely.
So yeah, really, that's sort of all the questions we've got planned.
Yeah.
Unless you've got anything else.
Have you got any questions for us?
That's it, really. Well, where do you think you guys are going to be soon? What are you hoping?
We're just hoping for ITV. But
ITV, I want to be on ITV.
So
yeah, I want to go on Celebs to get me out of here.
Yeah, that'll be.
Oh no, I
really
couldn't do that one.
Yeah.
Celebrity Traitors.
Yeah.
I could do that one, but not the ones with the books.
What about Big Brother? I don't think I'd do Big Brother.
I
don't know. I used to like Big Brother, but not.
It's not my cup of tea.
Yeah, it used to be good, but
I like the fact that it's now not 24 hours like it used to be.
Yeah.
Where you could just turn in and
it was. Yeah.
There's some sort of privacy. I'd love it.
Yeah. I don't know. About Love Island. Are you two guys single?
Yes.
Oh, so these two guys are single. So yeah, very good. So yeah. Yeah, so Love Island. Off you go.
But yeah, so thank you for coming on.
That's all right. I've really enjoyed it. It was nice chatting to you guys.
Yeah,
it's
really nice.
I really appreciate you asking me to come out here as well.
We hope we've meet your expectations.
Yeah, you have. You're a good pair of lads, I like you, yeah.
Thank you.
Nice pair of lads, so, yeah.
And, really down for ghost
hunting.
Absolutely.
Right, keep messaging me, don't let me forget.
No.
We'll probably do it later on in the year, though, when it gets darker at night, yeah?
Yeah.
So, and try and find out where we can actually go. Yeah, is anywhere different around here or anything? If you've heard of any stories or anything where we can actually go.
Research done.
Yeah, and no running away. Don't chicken out on the day.
I'll try. I wear slippers, so it's a little bit harder to run. But yeah, so thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, follow us on Spotify, and thank you, Neil.
Yeah, don't forget to like, subscribe my YouTube
yeah.
channel.
Oh yeah, cool.
So NeilR's Greatest Adventures. And anybody wants me to do anything out there, just send me a message. I will look into it. So you can either contact me on Facebook, on Messenger, or go on my YouTube email. It's NeilR's Greatest Adventures @gmail.com.
Perfect.
Yeah, got it out in the end.
Yeah. John Marshall, you're the next one we're coming for.
Yeah. So I'll have a chat with John.
Thank you.
John, I hope you're watching, mate. These guys are great, and they've got a lot of beer in here as well, spirits and everything. I think you'll be here for a long time. Yeah. So there, guys, a little podcast there with these guys. I've had a really great time, really enjoyed it. Yeah. So 2P's podcast. Yeah. Wait. So you're on YouTube, and what else, John? You said you're on Spotify. Spotify as well. Yeah. So check it out. So this video is going to be going out with these guys as well, and like mine's out now. Right. See you all soon. Don't forget, like, subscribe, give us a thumbs up. Give us a thumbs up, boys. See you later, guys.
NeilR, a traveller bold and free, from the heart of Northumberland to the sea, exploring Skegness, the seaside breeze, from Lincolnshire's towns to the